Moyes, on behalf of the collective judges team, please let us know why and who is the winner of the inaugural Energy Innovators Award Grand Prize. Moyes, please.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. I'm really honored to have been with this competition that was put together to inspire a rising generation and to bring forth a comprehensive solution that will greatly improve a community. And I think improving community starts by providing its basic rights, right? With 600 million African fellows presently lacking access to electricity. This product in a country like Zimbabwe, it's still like the fourth most imported product in the whole country from its neighboring countries as South Africa, Namibia, with only 62% of its population being connected to the grid. So the winning design here is a holistic solution addressing 5 million people community with access to multi-sourced electricity that will enable access to education, health services, and economic development, making it a human-centered design. Therefore, we judges decided to award the Energy Innovators Award along with a cash grant prize of $10,000 to be shared by a team. The winning team is Creativity and Sustainability, which is congratulations to the two team members who are Rosemary Moyo, rising sophomore in biomedical engineering, and Shai Verma, rising also sophomore in computer science, both attending the University of Connecticut. So congratulations to the team, and let's see the video.
Rosemary and I am the team leader of Creativity and Sustainability. Welcome to our project presentation. Take a look at our agenda. The first is background and motivations, project plan for Mbizo Kwekwe, housing design and materials, energy sources, solar energy potential, emissions, trade-offs, and risk management. Motivation when we were choosing an area to design and develop for was firstly equality, access to resources such as resources and services such as resources for building our houses, services such as schools, services such as supermarkets. We also wanted to make sure they were able to access clothing, but they were also able to access the main highway as well as plumbing and electricity. So if you look at the image that I've shown from Google Maps, there's an area that is in 3D. That's our project plan. Then we have this area that looks very, very dark. That's our thermal power plant within the city, but it's also one of the places, it's the main place where we will get our resources that we'll need for making materials for the building that I will go deeper in as we look at our plan. As we zoned in within that area, we looked at the statistics from my country. We have about 5 million people that need housing and a shortage of 1.25 million housing units per family and per individual. And we also looked at the need for not only sustainable housing, but affordable housing. This takes us into our project plan. We used to delve a tool on Google Earth to design a plan for housing within the area, which would give us a 3D simulation, but also an almost real-life experience because we were making the project plan on the land, online. And the beautiful things about Delve, it also allowed us to play around with the missions that we would have within this area. It also allowed us to see the sustainability of the area. It allowed us to see our solar potential and energy potential as well as transportation, which was very pretty. If you look at the image that we have on the slide, this is our development. Within this development, we scaled each house being a house per 1,000 square feet. which is about a house per 300 and something square meters, which is ideal for houses within this area. We also left some green land, which could be used for farming or which could be used for recreational purposes. And if you look at the image, these other white spaces besides the yellow buildings that show the houses, these areas can be used by the people who will be living within this area to farm or to park their cars, which is pretty common within my area. As you can see from the design, we chose a traditional approach of 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 toilet, 1 kitchen, 1 dining room, 1 living room. We chose to have a slightly slanted roof from east to west, slightly slanted, so we could still have maximum sunlight even within our shadow hours from 2 p.m. We also chose to use fly ash for the concrete to build the house and concrete for the roof, wood for the doors, and concrete for the veranda. We'll be getting the concrete from the nearby power station. For energy, we'll be using solar energy and electricity from the grid, and we'll also be using natural gas for cooking. Energy sources. As we took a traditional route, you might be wondering what we're gonna be doing for energy sources. We'll still have the electricity from the grid, which is not always reliable as we have so many power cuts. So we also introduced solar energy, which we opted for it to be off-grid. Since we have unreliable electricity, it would be perfect to have an off-grid solar system so that when the electricity from the grid cuts off, we automatically turn on the on-grid solar. We also have natural gas that will be used for cooking. If you look at the image, we have a utility diagram for how our off-grid solar panels will be working. Potentials, you can see from the diagram, we have about 12 hours of maximum sunlight, which will give us 12 hours of maximum solar sunlight absorption as well as maximum power output. An average household uses 201 kilowatt hours per month. Our solar panels will be producing about 274.5 kilowatt hours per month, which is an excess of energy, which will also be channeled in other areas where we'll be using, for example, natural gas. Emissions. We have carbon dioxide emissions per area and carbon dioxide emissions that will be embodied emissions from the buildings and transportation. So we will have about 11 kilograms per square meter and about 2.8 thousand total carbon content about a year. We calculated this carbon content by using the average total carbon dioxide content from the internet for the area within my country, as well as averaging with the average miles that are moved by a car or transportation within the area. That's how we got the carbon dioxide emissions. Our potential reduction, which is 27%, we calculated it by calculating using the excess amount of energy we'll produce from the solar panels, which will then feed into natural gas, which produces carbon dioxide. We saw that as a potential area that could be replaced with solar energy, as well as other heating appliances within the household that might use wood, firewood, or natural gas. That's the end of our presentation. We hope you enjoyed. I apologize you could not see my other teammate, Shai, Verma. She was ill and could not come, but we hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you very much for your time and patience.